different parts of the dictionary, and we're going to label some different things. So let's watch this first, though. There's probably going to be a commercial.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and today we're going to learn how to find words in a dictionary. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
I like the little robot.
All the words in a dictionary are listed in alphabetical order, so it's good to be sure that you know ABC order first. If you need a refresher, you might want to go back to the game Alphabetical Order Words for practice. Here, I have a list of 4 words found back-to-back in a dictionary: orbit, orca, orchard, and orchestra. Notice how they all have the same first 2 letters, and most have the same first 3 letters. There are so many words in the English language that you have to pay close attention. Sometimes there are 5 or more letters that are the same at the start of a word.
A lot of letters.
And you have to look all the way to the 6th letter to find the difference. Now you might be thinking, okay, I know alphabetical order, but how can I look up just one word when there are so many in that huge book? Not to worry. There are a few things that the creators of dictionaries have put in them to help you. First, on the edges of the pages, there are markings to show which letter of the alphabet you are looking at.
Yeah, I'm going to pause that right there because in some dictionaries you have that. Like if you look at this one, and I'll hold it up close to friends at home, you can see that there are different letters on the edges of my dictionary. But that's not the case in my picture dictionary. So sometimes you're going to see that where you have the different colors on the edges. In my picture dictionary, I don't have any different colors on the edges to let me know what letter it is. I would have to just look right at the very top of the page. So that's not always the case in every dictionary. All right.
A words, B words, C words, and so on. A lot of times there are even different colors or indentions on the side of the pages to help you find that first letter. Here you can see the dictionary is opened up to D words. Now let's say you want to look up koala. Koala starts with K. These letters on the side can help you quickly flip to the section of K words. Now, even in the K section, there are still a lot of words. That's where guide words come in handy. On every page of the dictionary, there is a word listed on the top left and top right corners of the pages. And these are separate from the main list of words with definitions.
All right, and let me pause that there too. Sometimes it's more than one word at the top left and top right. Okay? But there are always guide words at the top of pages. So, friends at home, I'm going to show you my book real close. See, there's words at the very top of both of my pages there. Those are your guide words. Those are the words that can help you find the word you're looking for in alphabetical order. So if you know your word starts with the brr sound, you would be looking for guide words that have the brr sound at the beginning, okay?
These guide words help you to know exactly what you can find on that page. The word in the top left will be the first entry of the page, and the word on the top right is the very last entry of the page. So I'm looking up koala. I flip to a page in the K section and find the words key and kind as guide words. Let's think. In alphabetical order, would koala come between those 2 words?
I'll pause it. Do you think they would? With the word koala, could you find it in between the words key and kind? Some of you are saying yes, some of you are saying no. What do you think? Yes or no? Well, key is K-E, and kind is K-I, and koala is K-O. Do you find the letter O in the alphabet in between the letters E and I? No. So I cannot find koala on this page because the letter O is going to come after that letter I. Let's see if we're correct.
No. The second letter is O, which comes after I,
Here we
the
go.
second letter of kind. That means I need to flip to a later page. Okay, I've now flipped to a later page and I see the guide words, klutz and Komodo dragon. Do you think it will be on this page?
What do you think?
That second letter, O, tells us it will come after klutz. What about Komodo dragon? It had.
Now, this is tricky. Notice they both have K-O, right? But this one is K-O-A, and this one is K-O-M. Does A come before M in the alphabet? Yes, A does come before M in the alphabet because A is the very first letter. So koala would come before this word Komodo, okay? ABC order is tricky, friends. I know.
Second letter of O. Let's look at the third letter. On koala, it's A, and Komodo dragon, it's M. A comes before M, so that means it will be on this page. Koala comes between the guide words in alphabetical order. Now that I've found the page, I just need to use my alphabetical order skills to find the entry on this page. And that's it. Now it's your turn. Be sure to practice what you've learned by looking
And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to practice what we learned. Hello, Mrs.
play our
Sebastian.
online games and quizzes.
Mrs. Sebastian, we are
always
going to be working on, if you wouldn't mind having them bring the reader's notebook with them. We're working on page 196 goes along with what we just practiced for the dictionary. Okay. We also are doing quotation marks on 189, but if they don't get to that with you, that's okay. Because we're going to keep going over quotation marks a lot. But I would like them to see if they could follow up with that on page 196 for that dictionary. All right. And the rest of us, let's get out those readers' notebooks and a pencil. And we're going to practice what we know here. In your reader's notebook, you are going to turn to page 196. I think I have it right here. Yeah. We're going to talk about using a dictionary. Now, this is pretty easy. We're just going to label the different parts that we have for the dictionary here, okay? Now, let me make this small for a second so that I can get my pen going here. Hello, pen. And then I'll tack it off to the side so that we can use it. 196. 196 in your reader's notebook, please. 196. It's a little, it looks maybe slightly different than what you see up on the screen, but all right. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Let me make this smaller. There we go. We get this up here. Then we get this up here. Let me tack that off to the side. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to, on page 196, read the names for the parts of a dictionary entry, and then we're going to read the dictionary entry. We're going to write in the boxes the labels for the different parts of the dictionary entry. So when I say the word dictionary entry, that just kind of sounds like blah, blah, blah. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, a dictionary entry, that is the part where you are going to have the word that you're looking for. Remember we talked yesterday how to pronounce it, whether it's a noun, a verb, an adjective, an adverb, all those things, plus the definition. That is the dictionary entry, okay? So it's the word with all of its parts and its meaning. That would be what we are talking about. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to label those things. So friends at home, make sure you have page 196 in your reader's notebook because you're going to need to hold it up for me and show it to me. And if you don't have it, you're going to have to take a picture of it in Seesaw and make sure I get it later. Yes, Jamie. 196. Thank you, Jake. I'll have you show me in a little bit. I'm more reminding the friends at home that aren't normally learning from home that they need to have all those things with them today. Okay, so let's talk about the different parts of our dictionary entry. So here we have an example of something that you might find in the dictionary. You're looking up the word citizen. So here's the word citizen. Here's how we pronounce it. Now notice on your page 196, and you can see it here on the board too, notice how there's some like dots in between the word? Yeah. That's breaking the word into its syllables or its clapping parts. sometimes the dictionary will have that right away in the word like that. Some dictionaries will have the word and then have it separate than that word. So you can just see the word regular without seeing all the clapping parts. Just because sometimes it's hard to figure out what the word says when it's all broken up like that. But this one has the syllable parts. Citizen. Citizen. Okay, that would be how you would say it in syllables and how you pronounce it. It's also telling you that it's a noun. And a person who lives in a city or town is the definition or the meaning of the word citizen. And then they give you an example sentence. James is a citizen of Dallas. So they use the word citizen in an example. Jamie, did you know you were a citizen of Dallas? Today on the screen you are. How fantastic is that? All right, so let's label these parts of a dictionary. Okay? So, if we're looking at number 1, the word citizen, that is what we call the entry word. That's the word you're looking for in the dictionary. Right here on your book it says entry word, okay? So in the box for number 1, you want to write entry word. Friends at home, when you have this, hold it up and I'll check it out. If you don't have it, I'll expect you to take a picture of it and send it to me in Seesaw. Entry word for number 1. That's what we call the very first word that you're looking for in the dictionary. Okay? Thank you, Kaden. Fantastic. You have it in your book. I'm going to cross it off on mine. You have it right there in your book. Thanks, Kinsley. I'm going to zoom around a little bit. Good. Okay. Thanks, Jake. Yanessa and Timothy, when you have it, hold it up. Thanks, Yanessa. Yes, Tim.
I'm sorry, but I don't have my stuff right now.
Okay, well, I sent Dad an email like a week ago to pick up your things, so Dad needs to come by the school and grab your stuff because all this stuff has to be done. Whether you're going to do it at home, you're going to make it up at school. When you're learning from home, you have to have all your stuff.
All right.
All right, now, let's look at number 2. Number 2 is pointing to that funny-looking spelling inside the parentheses. That is actually called the pronunciation or the part of speech pronunciation. Actually, no, it's just the pronunciation. They have it running together. Pronunciation is basically how you say the word. This is the word pronunciation right here. It's right next to part of speech. We don't want to say part of speech. We just want to say pronunciation or how you pronounce the word. So first you have your entry word and then you have how you pronounce or pronunciate the word. Pronunciation. There we go. Pronunciation. And I put a line under it so you can see in your book which part you're writing. Just the pronunciation part. To me, I don't know if they're that close. Oh, see, in your book, they're separated. On my board, they're like side by side, touching each other.
What?
The 2 words. Yes, Gwen?
Is it okay if your words are a little bit, like, out of the box?
Yeah, I can't fit it quite in my box either. The boxes are a little small.
Yeah. That's
So, yeah, if they go out of the box a little bit. Normally, I say try to make it fit, but that is a long word, pronunciation. Pronunciation is just a fancy way for saying how you say the word. Okay? Thanks, Kinsley.
Also, I'll put some room for one more letter.
Thanks, Jake. Oh, good. You wrote it nice and small.
Have anything?
Not today, Mrs. Markle, but thank you.
Do we cross that word out now?
You can cross it out if you'd like to. Yep. I'll cross it out on my board. Okay.
Wait, were we supposed to underline it?
No, I was underlining it in case you were looking at the board showing you which word it was. In your book, you have it separated. See how in my book, in my board, it looks like the 2 words are like side by side, there's no finger space. That's why I was showing you. Okay. All right, now, so we have the entry word, we have the pronunciation. The next part of our dictionary entry is, it says noun, okay? That would be the part of speech. It tells you whether it's a noun, a verb, an adjective, an adverb. Thank you, Kinsley. So part of speech is the third part of every dictionary. You find the word, you see how to say the word or pronounce the word, and then it tells you whether it's a noun or a verb or an adjective or an adverb. Sometimes it's going to tell you more than one thing because we know words are multiple meaning words. Sometimes it can be a noun and a verb at the same time. Great, Yanessa, thank you. Kaden, when you have it, hold it up there, bud. Awesome, thank you. Great, Jake. So part of speech is the third part. And that helps you decide which one of those multiple meaning words you want to use. It's okay. It's okay. Part of speech. Let's go. Get it in box number 3. Part of speech. Let's go. Put it in box number 3.
What did that up?
What's what?
What time did that pop up?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why that keeps popping up. I'm wondering if I have like too much in the oh, and it won't let me do it. Hold on a second. Like if I have too much in the trash. Sometimes when my trash gets full and I take a lot of pictures and make a lot of videos, it starts saying that, oh, we can't store this. Great, Kinsley, thanks. So I'll have to check that out later because that popped up earlier today too. All right. Then we're looking at number 4. I'm going to cross out my part of speech here. Whoops. Back to my pen. Looking at number 4. So we have the word, how to say it, whether it's a noun or verb or adjective. Then we have the meaning of the word. A person who lives in a city or town. That is the word meaning, okay? So after you have the word itself, how to say the word, what type of word it is, then it gives you the meaning of the word. Or the word meaning. And then I bet you can guess what the very last part is.
Oh my gosh.
Great, Yanessa.
It's so hard.
The very last part is your example sentence, and that's where Jamie learned that he is a citizen of Dallas.
That's so hard.
That's your example sentence. James is a citizen of Dallas. Now, we're not going to write 2 reasons why we use a dictionary, but we can talk about 2 reasons why we would use a dictionary. Great, Jake. Great, Kinsley. Go ahead and fill in your last one, too, for your example sentence for number 5. Why do you think we would want to use a dictionary? Especially now that we have iPads and smartphones and Alexas and Echoes and everything else. Why would we actually want to use a dictionary? Zayden, what do you think?
Because sometimes Siri's wrong.
You're right. Sometimes Siri and Alexa are wrong. I've found that to be true. They are. Why else, Gwen?
Because maybe somebody has told you something that you don't think is very true, and maybe like since the electronics aren't always have to answer, you would want to use a dictionary to look up a word for its real meaning or for its real sentence.
So maybe to find the truth behind what a word means. Okay, possibly. What do you think, Alina?
So if somebody tells you the word and you don't think it's you think you've heard the word before and it's not true, that's why you can just look it